What is up, y'all? We are back with another video, and today we'll be talking about Stranger Things Season 5. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. So to get into this, I want to talk a little bit about, a few things, starting off with, just these leaks out there. Now, I won't be, bringing up any details or any leaks. You don't have to worry about that. But I want to say this, man. With big shows like Stranger Things, and things like that in the past, things have been brought out on social media, being leaky and things like that. Now, I'm not saying that, we're going to get any leaks here soon that will just ruin the show. But lately out there, it's been a lot of major leaks. Major being that, people are seeing things for certain scenes are being brought up. Now, I'm not going to say anything where certain scenes are being brought up that can kind of tell you what's about to happen or go on. And it's also some fake leaks out there also, but I'm gonna get into the fake leaks a little bit later in this video. But, it's leaks out there with a document. I'm not gonna say anything, it's just a document out there that actually kind of tells you something from my knowledge that, you don't want to know until you see the show. But we also seen something a few days ago where Nancy actually this is fake. This rumor is fake, but Nancy was screaming and people were saying like, it's her death scene, Nancy's a goner, but we find out that it's fake. So a lot of people have been doing these leaks, either for clicks and stuff like that, which, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I want to say this, when it comes to leaks and everything like that, the real ones, be careful out there because, man, you just never know. It's a lot of it. For me, I see a lot of it on Twitter, happening on Twitter, nowhere else for real. But I definitely know that, it's going to keep happening just with how it's been happening lately, seeing a lot of things out there in the community when it comes to Stranger Things. And this show right here, it is worth the wait. It's worth the anticipation. You know what I'm saying? It's just worth it because I feel like it's some shows, it's like, don't ever spoil anything. But this show right here, you definitely just want to go in, knowing what's, the story was from when it left off with season 4, but just guessing what you think may happen in season 5. I think that's what makes Stranger Things a good experience. When you don't know what's going on, you're just kind of guessing, hoping your favorite character is alive, hoping that this doesn't happen to your favorite character, and hoping, people survive and things like that. I think that's the fun of it. But we also found out about another fake leak. I know some people are actually just taking these leaks and believing they're true where they're not. Just look into them. We found out that Netflix or whatever had some leaks, and they leaked a couple early episodes for Stranger Things season 5, and a lot of people in the community, they were believing it. They were like, bro, what the hell's going on? Hopefully, nothing big comes out of this. But we found out that it was actually fake. So once again, Netflix leaking Stranger Things episodes was fake. Nancy's death scene, fake. So just be careful out there because, like I said, I don't think that, it's cool to ruin the show for real. Like, just really, like, who would want to see the ending of Stranger Things season 5? It's going to make it just a drag get into Stranger Things season 5. You know what I'm saying? And the Duffers worked very hard on this. So just here on my channel, I don't try to go to the fullest extent with things, especially the ones I know they could kind of change people's mindsets and make them feel like not excited. I don't do things like that. But to get into this, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about, being the ending with Stranger Things season 5. Now, we got an amazing ending with Stranger Things season 4 where it was just epic, bro. Just the build up to the finale, everything with the characters, the music, just everything, simply just having us, just in emotions, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. I think Stranger Things season 5 will have one of the craziest endings just because the Duffersons are going back to square one, and this being literally the final season. That's what I keep telling myself. Like, you have to expect something huge because it's the final season of Stranger Things, and it's just crazy. Like, think about it like this. We left off at Hawkins is in shambles. Will is revealing that he's still connected to, Vecna. 11 is basically the only superhero. I'm going to just tell you this. In Stranger Things season 5, there's going to be a lot of issues going on. From what we've seen in behind the scenes, I think that Hawkins is going to be still, in shambles unless it's some type of time jump early on. Bro, we seen that Dustin and just Mike and the Hellfire Club in general are going to be into it with bullies possibly after we seen them with the jocks. And then we seen that this little sign where it's like a Ghostbuster sign, but it's Xing out a Demogorgon. And then we see Hopper with like a rifle hiding, thinking that, Hopper's going to be on some type of squad or team helping out, Hawkins hunt Demogorgons, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be leaking into the universe. That's another thing. I think it's going to get that bad where it's going to be danger on grounds where we're seeing Demogorgons hop out. You got to stay locked in, almost like Quiet Place. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be like that type of universe, and maybe Hopper's going to be out helping, the soldiers or whatever, trying to take out Demogorgons. And I got a feeling that they're going to be hiding 11 in the opening of season 5, just because remember how season 4 ended off. She's wanted technically after everything that happened with Papa and stuff. So I think she's going to be in hiding. Maybe they're going to put her somewhere out the way, similar to like season 1. But they're going to visit her. Maybe she's hiding the old abandoned WSQK radio station. I don't know. But we seen that Max is actually, in the coma. I told you guys, I think Max is going to be consciously stuck with Vecna, being that we're going to see a lot of scenes with her and Vecna crossing paths, talking and stuff like that, but not probably like, back and forth dialogue, but just similar to that Kate Bush running up that hill scene. And I just feel like we're going to get a lot of crazy reveals. A lot of things are going to be answered quickly just because they got to get the ball rolling, with Stranger Things. And we're hearing that, I want to say, I don't know if it's confirmed, we're hearing that every episode is going to clock in like 2 hours. If so, that's insane. That's movie length. To get into this a little more, I think that when it comes to, Nancy and Steve and Jonathan, it's something with that situation that's telling me only one of them can survive. Being the males, Steve or Jonathan. I think, with that love triangle, the only way to make everything kind of make sense is one of them actually have to, make a sacrifice or something. And sad to say, I really don't know who it could be. Like I want to say Steve Harrington. That'll just be like the ultimate sad story. The just the love and emotions attached between him and Nancy. It was too late. Now he steps in and be's the guy he wanted to be for her, and now it's over and he's done. Because you remember that scene when they were driving the RV or whatever, and I think that was the scene, he was talking about having kids and shit with her and stuff. I think that was kind of just telling us like it might be the end for him soon. I could be wrong, or Jonathan might be the one that gets involved and then he ends up being unalived. But remember I said it's between Jonathan and Steve, bro. I don't know, it's something about them two, and then one of them getting pulled away from Nancy, but I can be wrong. And I just see a lot of scenes. I see a lot of scenes where it's going to be different from season 4, even season 3 and season 2. I just think it's going to be its own thing. But I definitely think when we get back into everything at Hawkins, that Hellfire Club is going to be just like on this poster board of being wanted, not even wanted, just Hawkins hating them because of the Eddie Munson situation, especially with the jocks standing behind everything. They probably want to be like, yeah, they're a cult. Same shit they were saying in season 4. They're a cult. We don't want them. And I think they're going to be going through a lot in the beginning, but I think they're going to pick up the pieces as we go in season 5 and start dealing with Vecna. I think we're going to get a lot of more backstory with Vecna and everything. Probably find out his weakness and some type of trauma he's went through also. But I just think when it comes down to this, it's about that full circle moment, that the Duffer's been teasing about, going back to square one. I think it's going to be something that we're overlooking possibly. I even touched on, that board game where, Will and the guys were playing in the beginning. Maybe it's a full circle moment with that, with the dice rolling off the table, Will getting took. It's going to be something full circle for sure with Will Byers, because he's just, the big piece of Stranger Things. And I think that it's going to be something where he was never fixed from the previous events. He's still attached to the Upside Down, obviously. And I think it's things that he's going to keep away from his friends to try to, just make everybody just comfortable and safe and stuff like that. But it's going to come out. And like I said, I still think he might turn on him, but I could be wrong. But I think Will is, in the red zone. I think eventually Elle's not even going to have any powers to use. They're just draining her at this point. But, I saw someone's comment say basically they think that that's the obvious thing to do, is like make 11 sacrifice herself, which I started thinking about like that is obvious, isn't it? So, I still think it might happen, but it just sounds like that's what could happen just off the fact that Duffer said square one, and in square one, 11 wasn't involved. In square one, she made a sacrifice in season 2. So, you know, I just think that that's going to be the full circle moment where the kids are back together, and, you know, the more of the young adults, like Robin and Nancy, they're trying to work on things and have their own stories going on the side. But I think they're going to focus more on the kids and the situation, just the bigger picture with Will and things like that. But yeah, man, I think there's going to be a lot going on in season 5. We did see an interview when it comes to Beetlejuice with Winona Ryder just talking about, you know, just the last season. She got very emotional, and that was kind of, it was definitely interesting. She's got very, like, you know, emotional and just talking about, like, she got sad. Maybe it's because she's older than, you know, the kids, and she's like watched them grow up and stuff like that. But overall, I think everyone's going to be sad just because we were all invested in this show and things like that. So just be very prepared for emotional rides. You know, I think probably more emotional than season 4 for sure. But yeah, a lot of those leaks out there are fake. People just want to hype things up. It is real ones out there from my knowledge, but just be careful, you know, be safe, really be safe. And yeah, I definitely think that I don't even just think it's going to just be one main character unalived. I think it's going to be a few. I think it's going to be a few because it's like all guns blazing at this point. It's the final season. There's no going back. You know, they kind of already brung up like no spinoffs from my knowledge and things like that. So, yeah, I think that this whole story with Stranger Things is going to come to a moment where we're like, wow, like this is crazy. I guarantee you we're going to get that. And it's going to be something that was in our face the whole time, a full circle moment, a connection to Will, something with the kids highly involved. And it's going to be mind-blowing. I'm telling you. Because the Duffers are such good writers at magnetizing these plot points to make them make sense. So I can't wait to see this. And like I said, I think a lot of things are going to happen with, you know, Vecna and 11. Some type of... Because they're having their own... You got to think... He said square one, right? So with square one, the Duffer said square one. So square one, the kids, square one, 11 and 1, you know, back at the lab. And, you know, she opened the gate. We talked about time travel and her going back to shut the gate and leave Vecna in the past. That might be the way to defeat him, actually. Damn, that might be the way to defeat him. Like, maybe they do this time travel stuff because we keep seeing this clock being involved. And somehow, some way, 11 gets... Ooh, that'd just be so raw. And, like... She has to get trapped in the past with Vecna, like somehow keep him away from the gate. And she's stuck with Vecna in her past, bro. Like, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I swear, like, if that is so fucking sad, bro. Like, if she ends up having to be, like, stuck in the past, like, through this time travel with the clock that I've been talking about or something, where she made the sacrifice, you know, that would be crazy. And they're just stuck in the rainbow room forever. Like, I mean, we're just talking at this point and speculating. But yeah, guys, comment down below what you all think. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Let me know if you want some more Stranger Things Season 5 videos. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.